Good morning! Today's episode is sponsored by Avalon Bay. Yeah, those guys, they gave me another present. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit later on in the episode. But for now, let's get today started. You're welcome. Well, as you can see, I'm back at the boat, and I did miss some pretty good rainstorms yesterday, and today it's just overcast, but I checked the forecast and we're calling for, it's dancing between either like solid rain for the next 2 weeks or maybe solid rain for the next 2 weeks. But either way, it looks like it's going to be a wet April. So yeah, we're going to try and make the most of it, and I'm going to work on the head today and try and get that thing all installed. See if I can't, have a toilet. That'd be nice. Well, after an entire winter of using it, here's my review of the Sigmarine 180 diesel heater. The amount of times I woke up in the middle of the night suffocating on diesel fumes, or having it backfire and explode, or the time Melly nearly burned the freaking boat down because she blew it up. Yeah, it never really got that hot. It was always clogged. There was always an issue. I cleaned it like thousands of times, and I will never ever use a diesel heater again. I am through with it. Feels good. Feels good. Let's get some more panels on this roof. More electricity. Okay, so the head is coming together well, but I washed my hands. I'm going to make a little bit of lunch here, and I want to talk about our sponsor. It's so cool. Avalon Bay is sent me this Induction Cooktop, which has been a big question for me for a long time, is how I was going to manage to cook efficiently with just electricity on a off-grid setup. Not a lot of people can pull it off. Usually propane is the way to go, but I really wanted to make this boat, most importantly, fuel-free, but fossil fuel-free in general. I didn't want to have to haul stuff. That's more of the convenience thing. I didn't want to have to haul stuff from the shore. But then, the more I got into it, the nerdier I got about it, the more I said, no, I want to make this completely fossil fuel-free. I want to make this boat just like a beacon and showing people that you can do fossil fuel-free and you can make it quite easily. So, enter the Induction Cooktop. Now, for those of you who don't know, Induction Cooktop uses magnetic induction to heat the metal directly. So that means that the electricity that comes into this cooktop is used only to heat the metal that sits on the cooktop. So it is the second most efficient way of heating up your food. The first, of course, is microwave, which heats the actual water in your food, but I don't like the way that microwaves kind of mess with your food. So this is, for me, the most efficient way to actually heat up your food. At full juice, this cooktop burns less than 2,000 watts, but importantly, this cooktop can actually heat up water faster than natural gas, than any kind of gas, really. So this is one of the fastest ways you can get a water to boil, which means it's also the fastest way you can cook your food, which means this thing is actually a lot more efficient than other electric cooktops and natural gas cooktops. So I'm gonna make some lunch on it. By default, this cooktop uses the wattage. Right now it's heating up this pan at only 300 watts. Any metallic pan will work, cast iron, copper, stainless steel, they all work fine. The nice thing is I can touch all around here, it doesn't get hot. And it's kind of nerdy because before I even lay the pan on there, I can have it on full heat and put my hand on it and feel absolutely nothing because my hand's not made of metal, so it doesn't heat up. Really, really cool. One of my other favorite features is you can actually set it by temperature as well. So I can set it down to 250 degrees Fahrenheit and it will adjust and reach that exact temperature. So later on down the road, if I'm brewing or doing other cool distilling, stuff like that, and I need the exact temperature, this thing can do it. That's so cool. And lastly, my favorite feature about this thing is it is cheap. This thing is only like $10 more than just your old school electric cooktop. So really, why wouldn't you? So check out this link in the description and yeah, you'll be surprised at how cheap this thing is and how well it works. I'm gonna have some lunch. So you have to keep an eye out in the future videos. I'm gonna be doing a lot of cooking with that top. So excited about having it. And I'm so excited about showing you guys just how fast it is to use that little thing. And I'm just checking my power and it burned it down to like bulk, but it's already right back at absorb max voltage already. I stopped cooking like 30 seconds ago. It's working out. Alright, the head's coming together. I'm short on a couple clamps. I'm gonna grab some of those and then a couple bolts also to fasten the actual mounting plate. But otherwise I've pretty much got everything. So it's just a matter of like finagling it into place. But in the meantime, Vern has asked me for some help over on his boat, and we're gonna go over there and take a little break from this boat because I can't get the smell of that bilge out of my nose. Good boy. Good boy. Vern needed some help just clearing that up. Can't say I did the cleanest job ever, but that's mounted. We got it. He just needed a young guy who could bend his back over backwards and get in there.
It has eyeballs that can handle sawdust.
Yeah, eyeballs that can handle saw. I should have brought my safety glasses. But you're a smart guy, Vern. You let me do all the hard stuff.
Yeah.
That's good. Good on you. Okay, in lieu of our sponsor, I am covering even more of my cooking than I usually do. And so for tonight, I'm making a masala that's like kind of extra creamy, extra spicy with some sausage and mushroom, serving it up on a bed of rice, and then adding some French bread on the side because I don't have any naan or anything else. But I gotta say, there's a few other perks to this thing I've kind of figured out. I've noticed that it only heats the bottom of the pan. So if your pan is all metal, you don't really have to worry about it heating the handle or heating a part of the pan that you're not using to cook. So because of that, it translates the heat even more efficiently than I had previously anticipated. The other thing too is because it's not gas, it's not leaving any kind of soot on the bottom of my pans. My pans are pretty dirty from all the propane, but I'm gonna give them a good scrub because I'm gonna get this nice copper finish on the bottom of some of these pans, a nice shiny finish, and I'm gonna be able to keep that. I'm pretty excited for that one. At the price that Avalon Bay is shipping this thing out for, really, I think anyone who's got a decent amount of power to use should be looking at this, because if you're still using the old school electric cooktops, man, this is the bomb. They've got a couple other options like dual burners and some nicer features, but this is like their basic one, and it's really nice already. So I would definitely suggest this one wholeheartedly to pretty much anybody. Even if you're not a huge cook, this is just convenient. Sounds like Champ is hungry. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got a little bit more work done, including starting to lay in some bulkheads, but that'll have to wait for next episode, where hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna cracking at that and land some more. I'm just so excited to, now that I got this cooktop, is to move the stuff up here, start cooking with headroom. It's gonna be so nice. Anyways, so another quick reminder, if you are interested, go check out the link in the description. Thank you so much, Avalon Bay, for supporting this episode, and thank you so much for the continued fun toys for me to play with. And yeah, I'm gonna love cooking on this thing. I'm so excited to have a full kitchen up here and the cooktop and everything. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. All right, guys, that's it for me tonight. Good night.